Welcome, race fans.
Welcome once again, race fans. This is the midway point. This is race 3 coming to you from Watkins, Glen. It's the full track. We're giving you a little panoramic here so you can appreciate the entirety of the field, the excellence that we're about to view. These are primarily gold class drivers with a couple silvers and a couple bronze worked in. So you're going to see a lot of talent ripping through Watkins Glen. How very exciting for everyone involved. We're kicking off here at the back of the pack with UGA Fish Dog. He's only at the back of the pack because he didn't make the previous races, so that's his required spot in the grid. This is the winner of the previous race with an aggressive move in the bus stop. That's Rye CX, but that's Tigger Woo closing the door. Tigger says no thank you as they go into the high-speed carousel. Watkins Glen is an absolute blast to race, as you guys know, and as you see, a little trivia for you guys entering this section of Watkins Glen. This section of the track in the next 1, 2, 3 turns has a nickname. What's it called? What's this section of Watkins Glen called? I'll try to remember to answer that before the end of the video. If I don't, you can reply in the comments section. So this is Mika. Now, very interesting. Good looking car, of course, but it's rumored in the pits that Jack and Jack Racing was working hand in hand with Spectate JW Racing this week on some tunings to somewhat make up for what we might call an unfortunate incident in last week's race. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Meanwhile, back at the farm, you saw right there the Lesbian Goose running in the 2 spot. Here we have ATP Freebie back. Welcome back, Freebie. Getting a little loose. That's all right. Being aggressive in that turn on some cold tires. Coming back to the main straight. We're back on with Mick making a move on one of our platinum drivers. Mick's a high-quality gold, making a move on platinum Vision thing. Vision is Vision. Oh, well, how do you do? So got a little into Vision there. Backs out of it a little bit. Vision, no worse for wear. Now we're going back up to the Speed S's. That's yours truly. And there's the aforementioned Mick a 30. Looks like these cars are very effective in the draft. Frankly, I got a lot aero loose. Ooh, hello, a little contact. Just a little kiss there between Mick and Wookie. It puts Wookie in the grass. These cars are sensitive. There's good touch, bad touch. Normally would think that would be okay touch, but it was enough that it put Wook off into the grass. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lanta. Oh my goodness. That can't be good. All right, so there's Freebie. We've got platinum, silver, platinum, 3 wide. Oh, the guy's got, oh no. Okay. Oh. I don't know what to say about that. Everyone survived trying to go 3 wide into there. No bad intentions, just some unfortunate outcomes. How very interesting that was. Now we're back on board with Tigger. So that Tigger was involved in that. Tigger's A-OK. By the way, Tigger has assumed the championship lead. After this race, Tigger is now in the championship lead of the Formula E class here at Vision Gaming Network. And this is Rye right next to Tigger. And Rye is platinum caliber racing, but is yet to reach the pinnacle of a series championship. He's got championship skills, folks, but for some inexplicable reasons hasn't gotten the elusive league championship. So it's only a matter of time. So we saw Rye actually win that coming out of the last turn. Here comes Vision with a run on Tigger. So we have platinum on platinum. Looks like Vision backs out a little. Tigger takes the wide line. Nothing wrong there. And there is Wookie running just so. We have 3 platinum drivers running 7, 8, 9 back of the pack. You won't find more high quality. These guys are the standard bearers of VGN. Just goes to show you how tight this competition is, man. That is absolutely nuts. So off and away there goes Tigger. We're on board with Wookie as he's working things out with Vision. Now I have to say, I've done a lot of racing with Vision. Vision is, like I said, a standard bearer in the league. struggled a little with his tune today. It was running a lot loose. I think if he had to go back and do it again, he'd probably find a little more grip. This is a really interesting car. It's befuddling sometimes from a tuning perspective, and what worked in the previous week doesn't always work in the current week. So vision not at his best, but was working through it. So there's Rye CX. I'm going to endeavor to go into our mailbag again as Rye chases down Rally. So let's jump into a mailbag here. We have a question from someone called F1 Fan. Look at Rye trying to get in. Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast, my friend. So Rye doesn't complete that turn. That's a real nice try, though. Okay, that's good. Leaving plenty of racing room. That Rally, you gotta like that guy. Leaving racing room, saying, "Come on in here, big boy, if you can get it," but then closes the door. Okay, envelope, please. All right, so F1 Fan writes, "Rally, where do you broadcast from, and where's VGN Global Headquarters?" Cool. All right, yeah, I can answer this. So obviously I'm not British. I've never been that cool. So VGN Global Headquarters, servicing the world, is located in London, England, the UK. However, I am not. I broadcast from Rally 5000 Studios high atop Mount Olympus. I found that I get the best broadcasting range from high atop Mount Olympus. So that's where our studios are located. I'm sort of in the pantheon of announcers is where we like to live. So, wow, we saw, oh, how unfortunate. So we saw Rye come, oh no, back there. Okay, so we saw Rye, we saw a little blunderbuss coming out of the bus stop, nowhere for Rally to go, ends up getting off track, collects vision thing in the process. Extremely unfortunate. That's too bad. Just nowhere to go and getting offline. That's a shame. So we're on board with UGA Fish Dog. Running a little solo eighth here, not a lot of traffic, so we're going to bounce back to Wookie. So we're on board with, it looks like we have the Brothers Woo here. So it looks like we have Wook and Tigger. This should be the 7, 6, 5 spots that we're looking at now, with Fish in eighth just behind Wookie. It sure is. That's Tigger. Up in front, I'm assuming that's Freebie. It looks like a Freebie sighting. So Freebie's been holding down that 5 spot. 6 spot. There goes Tigger. So Tigger takes that from him. Tigger's been racing great. As I mentioned, points leader after this race. Followed by, let me check my notes here, Wookie, Vision Thing, Rye in 4. And guess what? Rally Cap in 5 in the overall. You got to like that. It's going to be really popular with the fans. So that's great. Chicks dig Rally Cap. So bring it on back to the straight. As we sort of wind down here, Mick went on to win this race. We're going to get a little view of Mick and Donk here towards the end. But Mick goes on to win this. Congrats to Mick. Donk led most of the race throughout, but just couldn't hold the spot. Next week, we're going to be going to Prague. So one thing we've tried to do at the Formula E's is kind of stay in theme with racing on city tracks. So we're going to take a run at Prague Full, as promised. There's Mick in the Johnny Walker Special. And again, rumors abound in the pits about collaboration between Jack and Spectate JW Racing. Look, my sources are strong on this one, all right? I can't give you 100% confirmation, but I feel relatively certain that under the hood in that battery-powered machine was a Rally Cap tune. And now we're on board with the Big White Donk. Didn't get a lot of pub today. Basically went off and hid most of the race. Unfortunately, couldn't hold it down. But did a fine job. Is that back on board with the Fish? No, that's the Lesbian Goose. Goose running well too. Goose running up front in this one. I'm not sure what position that is. I'm 1, 2, 3. Might be in a P3, P4 here with Goose, but Goose running strong as well. So we'll see you next week at Prague Full. Join us if you can.